Hey YouTubers, how's everything? I just installed the K04 twin turbos from X's Power. Now the reason I went with these turbos was obviously a budget term, but I read some good reviews and comparing them to the BorgWarners, I figured I'd give it a try. I can see that there will be some people who would rather go with BorgWarners, and that's okay, but at $2,600 with lifetime warranty compared to $800 and 2-year warranty, I figure I'll take my chances and go with the $800 option. Now let me give you a breakdown with these turbos. First and most, they were packaged well and shipped as promised. I would recommend getting yourself a good K04 install hardware kit, which includes the new crush washers, O-ring gaskets to install the turbo onto the manifold, bolts to install the turbo, and downpipe gaskets and bolts. The one I received from X's Power as a gift when I got my turbo inlets, I ended up needing some more crush washers, and I totally recommend you installing the OEM metal ring gasket that goes between the exhaust manifold and turbo, because the one I supplied with did not work well, so I went with that. Now, as far as installing the passenger side turbo, things were smooth until I installed the inlet that I received. I've noticed from some videos posted that they ended up cutting the inlets about an inch to add the coupler. Now, I went off and cut off a little more than that, what you see, but you don't want to go too much as the exhaust manifold is exposed and the coupler is made out of rubber. Also, right here, this is the part where I was talking about the ring that I received. I would definitely recommend getting one from OEM. Obviously, the ones that I was supplied with, they just didn't fit right, so just go with OEM. All right, now moving over to the driver's side, this is where things got a little complicated for me as far as getting these lines installed. The oil feed line had to be slightly bent as the line needed to go straight in. Now the coolant side fitting, there's an extra fitting that goes between the turbo and banjo bolt on top. This way, it makes the line clear and go that way. Now the issue that I was having was I couldn't get the bolt in because of this housing here. So what I've learned from other people is that they actually take the turbo apart, clock it, as mean as turning it, but I didn't want to open up a turbo just to clock it, as I was afraid this would cause a leak. Now what I did was ran the line the other way by cutting an inch off the line after the banjo bolt and ran a dash 6 braided line and insulation jacket up to where the original line was going. You could do which way you decide. Just remember that if you don't do it this way, you have to clock the turbo back so that everything lines up again, as the exhaust manifold and turbo need to meet so that they clear. Finally, the last thing I did was test the wastegates, and they both open up at 8 psi. It's obvious they have already preset it at the factory, but I wanted to be sure. I will let you guys know, hopefully, on my next video how everything went. I'm hoping that I don't get any leaks and everything went well with the install. Until next time.